So good afternoon, Professor Ramkrishna Dikkatwar. I heartily welcome you on College Dunia platform.
Good afternoon, Nikita.
Yeah. So my first question is that being the head research and faculty in charge of entrepreneurship cell in SIBM Hyderabad, what are your roles and responsibilities towards the students?
As a faculty in charge at an entrepreneurship cell, my role is to develop an entrepreneurial ecosystem among the students on the campus. What we are trying to do is to mentor our student, facilitate our student, and create a network of various experts, institutions, academicians, and other institutions so that our student will work upon various business ideas and a lot of innovative projects. That's the role as a faculty in charge of an entrepreneurship cell at an SIBM-H. Apart from that, I'm also fulfilling my responsibilities as a head research, where my role is to facilitate research endeavors of faculties and students. And my role is to motivate faculties and students in terms of research, undertaking various projects and publishing their research work.
So, sir, my next question is that what kind of activities are organized to nurture entrepreneurship at the institute?
Very good questions, Ms. Nikita. SIBM-H has developed an approach which is a student-centric as well as a student-driven. So, based on this philosophy, to foster entrepreneurship and nurture entrepreneurial minds on the campus, we have initiated a entrepreneurship cell where as an institute and a group of students are coming together, and as an institute institute is offering an incubation facility, and students are managing the incubation center on an operational front. And through this sale, we are doing a lot of workshops, seminars, pitching events, competitions, guest sessions, so that our students are motivated in terms of undertaking various entrepreneurial activities and initiate their ideas and their creative projects.
So, sir, how do you tend to build an industry connect with this program?
So when it comes to this initiative as an institute, we are trying to create a network and invite industry experts, professionals, budding entrepreneurs, policymakers through various activities, and we ensure that the best practices in the industry and the entrepreneurial world is passed on to the students. And these the bodies like T-Hub, NASSCOM 10,000 startups, various venture capitalists, all these associations, industry associations and organizations with which the institute has a collaboration, and with the help of these collaborations and partnerships, we ensure that the industry, there's a right connect is there with an industry when it comes to doing entrepreneurial activities or the activities which will motivate entrepreneurship at the campus.
So, sir, as you have mentioned about the startups, so would you like to share any stories of the student startups that have been initiated at your campus?
Yes, definitely. There are a lot of students who have started their businesses or startups on the campus itself. For example, one of our students, Sai Krishna Pagallu, has ventured into a beverage industry. And he was always having an enterprising mind, and he has done a lot of piloting, a lot of trial and errors on the campus. As an institute, we supported him in terms of initial testing of the product. Now he has started 2 companies, and both the companies are operating in beverages business. One more student, that's a Dhaval, has started a business in food exports, and now he is exporting to a lot of Middle East countries. Few of our students joined their own family businesses, and now our alumni are helping their families in terms of expanding and growing their family businesses.
So, sir, what kind of startups do you foresee in the coming future?
So, as an institute, we strive to nurture ethical, sustainable mindset among the students, so that these students are going to become future business leaders. And from that point of view, I do foresee a lot of ideas will be taken on the campus which are socially relevant, where through these startups, students are not only going to achieve financial success, but will create a lot of social impact.
So, sir, my next question is that what kind of startups do you foresee in the coming future?
So, Nikita, as an institute, SIBMH is trying to develop future business leaders which do have a strong ethical and sustainable orientation. And just to extrapolate it further, I do foresee our students will take up a lot of social challenges and will come out with an ideas and startups which will solve societal problems and also create meaningful businesses out of it. So I do foresee SIBMH will support a lot of startups which will not be financially rewarding for entrepreneurs, but has a lot of social impact.
So that was really good to know. So how do you build research culture among faculty and students?
That is, research is one of the pillar of an institute. Okay, and right from an inception, as an institute, we ensured that in terms of an assessment for every course, a student needs to complete one research project or research component as a part and parcel of that course. This year, we made it more formal. Now, every student needs to publish at least one research paper or a case study across these 2 years of the program. Now, it is a part and parcel of course structure or program structure. Each student is now mentored and supported by a faculty member in the area of research and publishing. And we promote a research culture. Now, apart from this, as an institute, we do also promote a research culture through organizing research conferences, workshops, seminars, guest sessions, so that students will be equipped in terms of various research tools, techniques, frameworks. And we ensure that not only faculty, but also student will publish, will initiate relevant multidisciplinary research and we will publish in the form of research papers and case studies.
So, sir, can you please throw some light on the kind of research initiatives in your institute by the students and faculty members?
As I already mentioned, as an institute, we always encourage research. Now, when it comes to what kind of a research our faculties and students are doing. Now, when it comes to the research our students are doing and our faculties are doing, this research is largely multidisciplinary in nature, contemporary, and do have a lot of meaning for a society at large. We encourage our students to do research on industry practices, the business environment and the business problems, and also encourage them to take a lot of societal issues and also help student in terms of designing their research activities and publishing their work.
So, sir, that brings us to the last segment of this session. So, do you have any suggestions that you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students who are willing to join the SIBM Hyderabad campus?
So, my suggestion to aspiring student is, being I'm a faculty working in areas of entrepreneurship and research. I would rather say, as an aspirant and as an MBA aspirant, You should keep an eye on societal problems, customers' pain point, empathize about those pain points, collaborate to solve those problems through your innovative and sustainable solutions. I think it is a start of any startup. So this is how you can start as an entrepreneurial journey. And I think this journey should start well before you are taking an admission to a business management course. Okay, if you are aspiring to be an entrepreneur. And another very important thing, I think this advice will gel with everyone. If you want to take a very important decision in your life, be it professional decision or a personal decision, what is important is you should have always a bent of a researcher. You always search for the information, analyze the information, and take an appropriate and relevant decisions in those contexts. Okay, so be inquisitive and always find out facts in your life. And I think probably this fact-finding kind of an approach will help you not only in your personal life but also in your professional life. So thank you.
Yeah, so I must say that this interview was really insightful. Thank you so much, sir. It was really a great experience interacting with you.
So thank you, Nikita. Thank you.